Mercury is about to go retrograde again, and Mercury will be retrograde from July the 18th until August the 11th. And this particular Mercury retrograde season brings with it a powerful crossover moment, a threshold, giving us the opportunity and the chance to leave behind all that old stuff that we have been carrying with us. All the doubts, the fears, the programming, the truth that we have believed up until this point. It gives us the opportunity to let all of that go and instead step into a higher, more evolved, more expanded way of being and going about life. Now, you may have already noticed some stirring. Maybe some old stories are surfacing. Maybe some resistance is kind of kicking in. Now, this is not coming up for you to then feel derailed by, but actually it comes up for you to become aware. Okay, this is now ready to be released. This is now really ready to be let go of. And in this video, I want to share with you a brief overview of just a key theme of this Mercury retrograde season, of what to expect, so you can really make the most out of it. And then also share with you a powerful light language activation to really help you let go of anything that's not ready to be let go of, to really release at a deeper energetic level, cutting the cords and those type of things. And then I'm also going to share with you some action steps as well, so you can really make the most out of this Mercury retrograde season, because I get it. I mean, a lot of people, they don't really like Mercury retrograde season. I used to be one of them. But Mercury retrograde season, like if you know the key theme behind it and you work the energy, then it can really help you shift a lot. Because with Mercury retrograde, it really brings up a lot from deep within. And it's not just about technology problems or communication problems or anything like that, but it's also helping us, from deep within to really shift, to grow, to ascend, to transcend, and to let go of anything that doesn't serve us. So let me share with you a brief overview real quick of what to expect with this particular Mercury retrograde season, which, like I said, is from July the 18th to about August the 11th. So like I just mentioned, the key theme is that this is really that crossover moment where you are really having the opportunity to allow yourself to become aware of, well, what no longer serves you? What is it that needs to be let go of? What are some old truths that you have believed up until this point? Because here, we have truth that we believe to be of truth that are actually not the higher truth. They're our truth, that we made our truth, that we believe. Let's say, for example, making money is hard, or it's not easy to become successful, or you have to have a good job in order to live comfortably. These are all truths that we made our truth, but are they really the higher truth? Because if you believe that making money is hard, that is your truth. It's not the collective truth, because there are so many people out there that make a killing. They're making so much money and very easily. So that is a truth that you have adapted. Right? Or even, let's say you are on your spiritual path and you want to maybe start a business, and maybe you're believing that it's hard to start a business. Doesn't have to be, right? So you want to really question the truth that you have believed up until this point. And now is really that opportunity to look at those truths, those sometimes even false truths or half truth, right? This is really that crossover moment where we're being invited to, for one, become honest with ourselves, to really look at our life to see, well, what is really out of alignment? What no longer fits? Where are we holding ourselves back? Where are we allowing our fears, our doubts, or even our resistance to hold us back from really stepping into our power, do what we're here to do, and even go after the life that we want to create, that we desire, right? So now is really that moment to become honest with yourself. Like, where are you holding back? Where are you misaligned in your life? What needs to shift? Because once you have that awareness, then you can choose what do you want instead. Because this is really what's available here is now we are at that crossover moment where during this Mercury retrograde season, you may be pushed, you may be squeezed, you may be nudged to really allow yourself to let go of all of that in order to then step more into your power, to live a higher way, show up in a higher way, express yourself in a more expanded, more elaborate, more evolved, and even aligned way. To then also question all of those things that are actually limiting, that are holding you back, to then choose differently, to choose a higher way. Because any truth that you have believed up until this point, even any beliefs that you've had up until this point, they can be upgraded. Just like a computer system, right? If there's a program that doesn't really work anymore, you just take it out and you put a new one in to upgrade it. It's the same thing with your truth. You can upgrade those too. If you don't want to believe anymore that making money is hard, or that you can't become successful, or that, there are no good men or women out there, or anything like that, any of those truths that are actually limiting, you do have the choice to say, I don't want to believe this no more. Well, okay, what do you want to believe instead? That is now what we're being invited to really dive into during this Mercury retrograde season, to uncover all those false truths, those limiting truths, to upgrade those. Now, during this Mercury retrograde season, you may actually feel that pull to break free from all the stuff that's been holding you back. That's that inner nudge, that inner squeeze. Now, you may not quite know what exactly you're feeling, but let's say you're feeling a little squeezed, a little uncomfortable in your own energy, in your own body, in your own life. That is a sign. That's that inner nudge, that energetic inner nudge to break free from all the stuff, the constraints, the limitations, the shackles that have been holding you back, all of that stuff. That is what's going to happen during this Mercury retrograde season. Now, I'm about to share with you a powerful light language activation to release the energetics behind it. But then you also, in your life, you want to really look at, okay, what needs to shift in my life to really align myself to a higher way, a new way, a more aligned and more empowered way. Because this Mercury retrograde season will really allow you to really set yourself free. So let me now move into the light language to assist you in really just releasing all that is now ready to be released. So if you would like to join me here by placing both feet on the ground, getting grounded, getting present, getting centered. Take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love. And when you breathe out, just drop into your heart and then close your eyes. And here I want to invite you to just bring all that stuff that you would like to let go of. All of the doubts, the fears, the truth that you've believed up until this point, all the energetic heaviness, bring it all. Because now is your opportunity to let it all go, to transcend it into love and light. Now you may call upon your soul, your team of guides, your higher self if you so wish, as I too now call upon my team of guides, the highest, best, most loving angelic guides, galactic guides, dragon guides, and light beings that can best support us now. Please step forward and connect with us and support us in this beautiful activation. And we now ask for divine assistance, and please helping us become aware of all the outdated, limiting, and false truth. Help us transcend them and transmute them into higher truth. Please cleanse and clear any imprints, hooks, energetic interferences, deeply rooted beliefs, fears, doubts, and ways of being that no longer serves us and are no longer to our highest and greatest good. Please uplift our being, our essence, our mind, our heart, and our frequency to raise higher and open ourselves up to new truth, higher truth, more aligned truth. And please anchor within our being codexes of clarity, remembrance, and courage, so we can step into our most authentic, trusting, truthful self. And please open our eyes, our heart, and mind to see, feel, and know what isn't to our highest good, and give us the courage to choose a higher way, a higher path. And so it is. Estaranra kre elurst. Ek urastekete elurna ka at urst na anere eturastre elura anratre elukra anna kratukutuk urkatukutu nastere ella tara anere eturastre nakra anara atre elukra atre elukru ranna estura na astere ella anere etura nastere ella anere etura astere ella atre ella ata nakuru urastekata an nakuru urastekata an nakata anara etura astere elana euranra atre urstekatenu nastera narakatu urkai kustere enna nkuru unara atre elukra anara atea eurekata anara ata. Beloved, you may tune into your body to feel any disconnects there, any heaviness, any constriction, any feeling that is not aligned, that is heavy, that is constricting. Tune into all of that as we now infuse you with high frequency light codes to dissolve any and all heaviness, constriction within your body, any interferences within your physical body, any energetic imprints, hooks that are causing you to hold back, to limit yourself, to believe in false truth, even a half truth. anna estere nuk urrakta anna anre tura anra ate nuk urra anra eter urrastere ellanra atere ellur na anne nuk urra anra kata elluk anra kata anra kata anna kata urra anne nuk urra kata anna kata nuk stere kata allow yourself to just purge away anything that is not coming to the surface. Esturu urrashtar anara atere elukra anara atere elukra anna nikra anra ektu urrastra etara anna nastra anra atere elura nara atere elukra anra atere elur anna nakta anra atere elurastra elach nikru urrashtar now we also cut any cords, any past life interferences, any karmic attachments, any ancestral attachments as well that may have carried certain truths with it that are now outdated, that are old, they are no longer serving you, that have served their purpose up until this point and then are ready to be transcended into love and light. Nastra anra atare elukra naka anra katakete enukata anekitutur inakta nuk urrachta an at urra na astare ella eur stanra at nuk urracht an et ust ela nuk ur anra et urra astra. Now we also calm down your energetic nervous system of any activation that this activation may have caused, calming it down so you can expand into a higher, more evolved, more expanded version of self, opening yourself up to new ways, higher truth as well, patterns and beliefs that are serving you, that are helping you move forward, that are helping you expand, not limit you, but expand, evolve, grow, transcend, and ascend. Estar stenrater elur unnakta nastere enachta uste nuk urracht an est ast era nuk anna este nekete nukurku urrachta anekte nukurushta achata. Now you may feel your energetic nervous system expanding as you are now growing into a more evolved, more expanded, more enlightened version of self, one that sees beyond limitations, that believes into possibility, no longer limitation, but possibility. Estar nukra anast ursteke nakai ku urrachta nukuste ena nuk urrachta nara atere elura urrachta an ate nuk urrakta anakta anest nuk urrachta nuk urracht an et ust ek ust nuk urracht annekt usta nuk urrakta elakta annakta. Now we also wish to infuse you with high frequency codexes of courage, of activation, of remembrance, so you can remember that you are not limited, you are not held back, but you are infinite, and that you have infinite possibilities to create the life that you desire. Nuk urrachta anara atere elur kutukutuku urku nak an at eustere ella nak arrakata annektu ur astere nuk urrachta an at eustere naest urst nukur an ast ur nuk urrakata annekata ennukutu ur naka annere etura aste nakare enara atare elachtara atare elukra atara nuk urracht an ust ur nu ust ur an ustere nuk urracht an urrastere elanar nuk urracht an Now we assist you in integrating all that recalibrating your being so you can attune yourself, align yourself, and embrace this upgrade. Estarashtana ekulana nukurrahtana at e nukurur allakta nukurrahta an e ustere el anaste ukursta, grounded into the here and now, grounded into your being, anchored in. Feel yourself becoming more empowered throughout this activation, or because of this activation. And this transmission is not complete. You may take a deep breath in and breathe in light and love and let it settle for a moment. Let it settle. Ground yourself back into the here and now. And whenever you're ready, you can open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now and join me for the rest of the video. And welcome back. That was quite the releasing kind of energy. There's a lot that was definitely being released. A lot was shifting. I could feel it. Like on a collective, actually, there was a lot moving. But the way you can make the most of this powerful activation is, for one, give it a moment to let it settle, because it may have felt quite ungrounding. You may still feel a lot shifting from within. You may still feel some releasing happening as well. Now, this activation is going to continue for a little bit longer until you have received exactly what you needed from this activation. So just give yourself some time, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, ground yourself even more in case you're feeling a little ungrounded. But now, during this Mercury retrograde season, I want to invite you to take time out to really sit down and make a list. And here I want to invite you to actually make 2 lists. One list is about all the limiting truth that you have been believing up until this point, such as, for example, making money is hard. I can't do what I want to be doing. I don't have the support that I need. The economy is just crazy right now. I can't become successful in an economy like that. Or the people that I meet, they don't really get me. Things like that, right? Whatever you believe, whatever truth that you have believed up until this point that are actually quite limiting, you want to write them down. And here, do so without judgment, without really harshness, or, getting mad that you're believing all these truths, or even getting upset about, uncovering these truths, right? We don't want you to feel upset by uncovering these truths. Awareness is the power of choice, because once you become aware of all these limiting truths, they're not meant to then derail you, say, oh, my life just sucks or whatnot, but it's about becoming aware, okay, now these truths, I don't like these truths no more. Because do you want to continue believing that making money is hard, or that everyone is out there to just get you or anything like that? No, right? Or that you can't ever become successful or make the impact that you're here to make, or that people don't get you because you're a little woo and they don't get you. No, you don't want to believe those things, right? Because they're limiting. They're making you feel not okay. So write it all down. Make a list of all the truths that you're believing up until this point, without judgment, with an open heart and an open mind. Just write it all down. Because like I said, awareness gives you the power of choice. But then on the flip side, I also want to invite you to write down all the good truths. Like, I'm a good person. I'm a reliable person. I'm an independent person. I can do anything I want. Those type of things you want to write down too, because you don't just always want to focus on the negative things, because that can be quite upsetting at times, right? So also write down all the good truth, the truth that are actually serving you, that are supporting you. Then for those, you just want to anchor them in, like, yes, reaffirm, yes, that's me. That's a truth that I want to really keep embodying, okay? Embody them. Then the truth that you don't really like, that are actually limiting, okay, you have the awareness. Then you can decide, okay, do you want to continue believing those truths? If not, okay, what do you want to believe instead? So instead of making money is hard, making money is easy. That is such a different energy when you believe making money is hard. Oh, making money is easy. And here it's about conditioning yourself to really believe that. It's not enough to just say it once. Oh yeah, I believe that making money is easy. No, it doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, sorry to bust your bubble. You want to really adapt the identity of the version of you that says, well, yeah, making money is easy. Of course. Money comes to me in all kinds of different ways. It's easy. It's just simple. And you want to keep embodying that. You want to keep reaffirming that this is your new truth. And then you want to start acting from that truth. That is now what's available during this Mercury retrograde season. For one, become aware of all the limiting truth that you have believed up until this point, all the limiting stuff, not just the truth, but even the patterns, the habits, the things that you have been doing, all of that. Become aware of all of that, because now you're at that threshold, that crossover moment, because during this Mercury retrograde season, you can let all that stuff go. Once you become aware, you have the power of choice. You can do something about it. So that's why then, once you become aware of all the stuff that you don't like, that is limiting you, then you can decide, okay, well, what do I want instead? Integrate that, embody that, and then act from that place. That is going to be key. It's about acting. Of course, you can always come back to this activation to re-listen to it to help you on an energetic level, but you still have to do something in the physical. You have to take the actions. You have to take new actions. So for example, when we're talking about the whole making money is hard, let's say you get a bill in the mail, and usually you're like, oh, I got this bill. I don't know what to do with this. There's too much money. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know how to pay that. That is like a very limiting response. So instead, if you're the kind of version that says, well, making money is easy, I can easily pay that bill. Okay, embody that. So instead of reacting negatively towards that bill, say, okay, the money will show up. I got this. Even though I may don't know right now how the money is going to show up, the money will show up. Right? That's what's now available to you throughout this Mercury retrograde season. Now, and here, I want to mention something. Now, you probably heard me talking about my book, and here, it's actually right here. I want to show it to you. This is actually now available for you to purchase on Amazon. And actually, this is quite a thick book, and this can help you with what I just shared with you to really become the soul alchemist of your own life, creating the shifts, the ripples in your life. So I'll put the link in the description below if you want to check out the book, maybe grab yourself a copy. But this can really help you now throughout this Mercury retrograde season to really make those shifts, to step over that threshold, to really step into a higher, more aligned, more evolved and expanded way of going about life. So like I said, I put the link in the description below. But here you go. You have the little forecast and the light language activation, the energy calibration to really calibrate you to the energy of this Mercury retrograde season. Like I said, feel free to save this video to your watch later list so you can always come back to it, because throughout this Mercury retrograde season, you may want to come back to it again multiple times to really release anything that has come up on an energetic level. But thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now also be sure to check out these two videos here. Two additional beautiful activation. One is about awakening the alchemist within, and another one is about releasing any energetic blocks, which can also assist you throughout this Mercury retrograde season. So thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.